know, bro. Like, I just think that because kind of to your point with the whole Zakazuki thing, Usopp is mostly gonna be black card. He's barely any blue.
No.
We've been getting new blue cards. That Rebecca.
The Rebecca, the Krata, Kirito. Oh my god.
The Kirito.
Dolphy's 3-drop alternate art, he's literally there fucking bitches. While his whole mob is
What's that got to do with anything? I don't think that's happening, actually. I don't think any of that's happening. I don't think they printed Dopey on the card penetrating anyone.
I
don't think. I do not think that's true. All right. God, I forgot the intro. What is the intro? Oh, I remember. That's right. It must have been a minute. Okay, I forgot it again. All right.
How do you like? I got it. It's gone. It's got it again.
Bro, I've uploaded like what, a month. All right.
Oh my god.
What is good, homies? This is Chris from Small Hat Crew, joined today by Small Hat Manny.
Yo.
And Small Hat Garen.
Hello.
And we are bringing you another bracket video. Now, highly contentious topic. Oh, this should go without saying. This is all opinion based. This is strictly
No, it's facts.
This is all
Facts.
opinion.
Facts.
There's nothing less but facts.
Literally, if you are going into this hoping to have your opinion vindicated, you are watching this. This is strictly for entertainment purposes. If you're going to get mad the minute the leader you like doesn't move on, there's not even a point in watching the video. This is 3 different people with 3 different opinions arguing with each other to move cards on. We probably won't even agree with each other on a lot of this. You bring in your 4th opinion, odds are there's going to be even more conflict. So
we learned that last time.
I want
we
the
had 4
comment
people.
section to be battleground.
yeah, so simply
I want people to die on hills.
simply watch for entertainment purposes. You can even be like, wow, those are some really shitty takes. I really enjoy listening to this. You don't get this anywhere else. But the minute it's like, what? Rosinante's not moving on. I'm out of here. You're watching for the wrong reason.
No, they'd be like, Blue Luffy doesn't move. What do you mean?
Ow. Okay,
The
so
main character.
you can use all sorts of things to argue in favor of why you think one leader is better than the other. Just because one leader is better historically in the competitive landscape does not mean they are a better leader overall. And
We believe in flavor out here.
so long as your
Flavor
arguments,
Flavor country.
so long as the arguments do tie back to the card game in some way, they are all completely valid. And if you're wondering why there are some leaders that have started off further in, there's not enough leaders for everybody to start off in round 1, so some of them did get buys. So we will be starting off in round 1 with Blurple Kaido versus Rosinante.
Blurple Kaido should move on.
You're already wrong, but you go ahead.
You're
and say
wrong.
your
You're
piece.
wrong. You're wrong.
I also think he's wrong.
No. Yeah. Go ahead.
Listen, I will fight.
Yeah.
He is the best Blurple leader. We proved this.
That's not true.
Oh, is he too?
It doesn't fucking matter because we're not talking about Blurple. First of all,
Listen.
Man, he's right.
At the top of the list of Blurple, he's at the top of the list of Blue.
no. First of all, no. So, one, his ability is so loosely him. Like that could have been any other character, and it would be whatever. Rosinante makes sense because he's been sacrificing himself for Law the whole time. That's what his leader effect represents. It's like, oh, I'll take the hit for you because I love you so much that I want to protect all of my characters.
Before even acknowledging Rosinante in this discussion, I want to start first by saying that this is a blue-purple leader. Not only does this leader ability have nothing to do with Kaido, it has nothing to do with blue either. It's Ramping Dawn, it has to do with destruction.
It's purple.
This is not a blue leader. This is a purple leader. This is a purple leader.
Yeah, it's a purple leader that happens to have blue in them.
Doesn't matter
That's the
who,
reason I like it.
literally, to me, it does not matter who would have been here. He was not moving on. A purple leader is not moving on the blue bracket. So my vote is being cast for Rosinante, as is Manny's.
I also like Rosinante's art better.
I do like the
agree.
flavor of Rosinante's, but there's no point in wasting Rosinante's arguments in this matchup. You know, they'll be coming up later on anyway.
We'll bring them up again later.
Yeah,
Purple Kaidos, I'm sorry.
there are none. All right, we'll be moving on to our.
All right.
Oh,
I don't
bro.
think this is a.
This is easy. It's fuckboy Marco.
It is.
It is.
Bro, look at that,
I
man.
can't even argue. Like,
Luffy doesn't like.
I've never even seen this deck be played.
You know what?
I don't even remember what it does.
I think it's if you have three or less
cards,
you attack, draw cards.
Yes, there's something to that effect.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, blues. one of Blue's things is drawing, but it's like very loosely that, and you would arguably say like, well, Marco's ability is all red, but like
It's not. He
stacks.
yeah,
That's blue.
That's blue.
That's
True.
blue. Yeah.
All right, well, I give it to fuckboy Marco because goddamn that boy pretty.
I
I
literally.
like the art.
I just
Yep.
can't imagine moving on a leader that no one wants to play.
Yes.
I don't think anyone's tried to play this leader. All right, so we have Green Blue Sanji versus Buggy the Clown.
I hate both of them.
I like Buggy.
I think Sanji's funny because he's so shit.
I I like Buggy just because the 10-drop Buggy is like, if you don't have a full board, I'm not here. Because like in all his in like the show and the anime and whatnot, he
only
acts
has
like
his
he's
goons.
tough and
Yeah.
shit, but he's not at all.
Yeah.
And like the only reason he'd be out is like if you've got a Mihawk and a crocodile. Then he's like, alright, I'll be here. The card fits his flavor because it comes out, does something stupid, and then just runs away.
I will say this. The blue-green Sanji doesn't really do anything that's bluish,
I
so I
agree.
really don't care.
Yeah, same.
But for Lore, Buggy's the closest one to Lore because he's wanting to get other guys
Yeah.
out for free because he can't. He
He
doesn't
can't do
want to
shit.
fight. He doesn't mind stabbing a dude on the side, but like he needs someone else in front
Yeah.
first.
No,
So
I
all right,
agree.
I'll go with Buggy.
This is
Yeah, this one's pretty easy.
I like the art.
Sanji's a green leader, regardless. All right, so next we have Promo Sakazuki versus Rainbow Luffy.
I have a question. Do you have normal Sakazuki on this list? I didn't check.
Yes.
It's a
Okay.
top.
All right, cool. Just make sure. Personally, I just give it to Sakazuki because, like, it's not fair. Like, what does Rainbow Luffy... Rainbow Luffy is only blue because his text said so.
Okay, see, but we do have to consider in the red video, he did overtake Sabo.
Oh, he did
I
that.
all right.
But no, I think it is.
I don't know. I don't like the reprint. The reprint is so like garbage.
but it's more blue than Luffy is.
Wait, actually,
I don't
is it?
think
'Cause
so.
it's-
I don't think so.
He's
I
half
don't think
blue.
so.
Luffy's only 20% blue.
Yeah, but you can put a whole blue in there.
Not to mention,
You could put a whole blue.
not to
in
mention Sakazuki.
We have
Even pre-nerf, Sakazuki was like 42 black cards.
there. No. I meant just him himself. He's half blue.
I see.
he's half blue. I mean, he's a lava guy. He doesn't have any blue, so obviously.
Because even his,
Look, we're taking in consideration
his ability
everything.
has to do
With
with cost
drawing.
reduction. So his ability is literally discard a navy card to minus something by 1. So discarding is setting up the trash, which is black, to minus, which is black. And then even when he isn't this nerf promo version of himself, he's mostly black. So I think, because my argument against actual Sakazuki is that to me he's a black leader, which just abuses the strongest parts of blue.
Yeah.
This leader is just shit in general, but I think he would still have that same argument working against him. Whereas this leader,
You can do like a blue engine. You can have like a whole blue thing going for it.
but
But
then
you
why couldn't you
wanna-
just do that with him then? You could also do
Because
it
you're playing black with him. If you have Sakazuki, you're gonna tell me you're gonna play more than 4 blue cards.
You can literally play him and do like a 7 Warlords package instead. because think about it, because Zengoku search out 7 Warlords. But the blue Tashigi can search out the Zengoku.
I am not.
Can search out the
Searching
Zengoku.
for a search.
Well, no, think about like you play the Tashigi searches the Sengoku, you play the Sengoku finds the 8-drop Gecko Moria.
Yeah.
Boom.
Also, in this hybrid build with 7 Warlords and all that, you have the 7 Warlord engine, and you could search Gravity Blade.
You can do all that in Luffy.
Not
You can literally do all of
Not
that in Luffy
and have an extra life.
and have an extra life.
All right.
Because this leader ability is shit.
It's
You're actually
shit.
never.
It's
You know,
All right.
I will say, I can't
Damn
believe it.
Rainbow Luffy's doing it
He's
again!
done it again. He's done it again.
He's more color than the one he goes against. Jesus Christ.
He's actually done it twice.
Alright.
Hell.
All right, so
Let's go
okay,
to
we
the
go to the
next
other
one.
side
Yeah.
now. We have Zoro and Sanji versus Usopp.
All right. Usopp.
I also think Usopp.
It's Usopp. Like,
I
I'm
also
sorry.
think Usopp.
Another black blue leader.
I don't think so.
All right, tell me all the blue that's going on with Zoro. and Sanji.
He bounces.
His own cards.
It's still bouncing.
It's still bouncing.
Like, I don't know. Like,
Okay.
like whether it's good or bad, that it bounces.
All right, and Usopp's drawing, so they've canceled each other out. Now
All right.
what?
I don't know, bro. I just
This is me with purple kind of. I don't know. I like it.
I don't know, bro. Like, I just think that because kind of to your point with the whole Sakazuki thing, Usopp is mostly gonna be black cards. He's barely any blue.
No,
At least-
no.
We've been getting new blue
Rebecca,
cards. That Rebecca.
The Rebecca, the Krata, Kirito. Oh my god.
The Kirito.
The Kiros, the Cavendish, those are all going in there. That's already more than
Okay.
combined.
Okay, but the thing is also like with Sanji Zoro, you're doing the whole 7 Warlord package, which is all blue, and then you're just doing the bounce play thing with Weevil's mom and Weevil.
True.
You're doing that over and over and over.
Look, that combo goes
I
kind of
know.
crazy.
It go it go hard.
I'm aware.
That combo goes a little nuts.
Like
And
now, on a side note, because we're talking about Sanji Zoro leader, and this is probably the only time we're ever going to talk about this leader ever.
no, we'll talk about it in the green video.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it.
Sanji Zoro's fun though. It is
fun. It's one of those
to play.
things where like I think if he starts off with like the draw Weevil and Weevil's mom in the first like 2 turns,
Yeah,
like turn 1, boom, boom.
Yeah, like if he's
Bro,
in there-
that actually is actually too strong to deal with. And he could take games, but not. That's 1 out of 10 games.
I was saying, the thing I like about him is what makes him green. I would have more arguments for him in the green video, but in this
The
video,
restand.
I have nothing to say
Okay,
to defend this leader.
fine. Move Usopp 1.
All right, Usopp's moving on.
Also, on the note of this Usopp leader, his alternate art was a whole missed opportunity.
I thought it was gonna be the art where he like eats the pepper and he's all like tongue out crazy.
No, I thought his alternate art was gonna be like when he's all beat up and the dude's holding
That's
him
what
up
I
and
thought it was
his
gonna
body
Oh yeah, that's
But no, it's such a missed opportunity.
I also, but literally though, all the alt art leaders that set are bad.
yeah, they actually are all.
They're all
bad.
bad.
They're all bad.
This is a matchup I could never. I can't imagine giving a fuck about any of this.
Listen. When Ace hits and he sees everything,
He's really hard to beat.
It's very hard to beat. Like that's the
Now
whole
both
thing.
of these are nowhere near blue.
No.
None of them are nowhere near blue.
Wait.
Which one's blue? Tell me. If I covered their colors,
Ace.
how would you? Ace is blue.
Yes.
How so?
Well, see, he's doing the blue gimmick
Of
of stacking your deck, but he's
not,
doing
though.
it
He's bottom
to your
bottom
life.
decking.
He's doing it to your life.
He's stacking your life.
Yeah.
He's
like
combined.
a yellow card? Crazy.
Look, see, they found a way to take a blue-yellow leader and make that leader ability do blue things to the yellow aspect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in favor of
Big
Ace
brain.
just because, like I said, when it pops off, it's very annoying and hard to beat.
Yeah.
You know.
Hannibal popping off, bro. Little Sadie hit the field. The jailer beats hit the field. You hit him with the Mino Koala. And or the
Chihuahua.
Mino Chihuahua, and you're
I
like,
mean a chihuahua.
that's the strong play
This
from
is-
that deck. That's
I
it.
give it Ace. I
This
give it
is
Ace.
a purple deck. You know.
And then the best part about the Hannibal is like both aspects of both colors of Impel Down don't work. They don't work.
Bro, that's what I was gonna say. Cause I don't
They
even know
don't
if you
work
could
together.
argue. I don't know if you could argue him being like. Cause I was like, what does he even do that's blue? If you want to run his blue cards, his blue searcher bottom decks all your purple cards, like
it's the worst because all their cards conflict each other.
oh my god,
It's Nami.
it's Vivi.
It's Nami.
Vivi's red.
It's Vivi.
Vivi's
Vivi is not red.
Because she's
Yeah,
Rush,
she has Rush.
She's
Vivi,
blue.
Vivi,
Bro,
He
Vivi,
gives someone
Vivi
Rush.
draws a card every turn.
Okay.
But she's also giving you
know,
Rush.
You know how I know she's red?
How?
Because in the last video she moved up.
Once.
That's
Once.
That's more than she should be if she was blue.
What? So I have a very good rebuttal to that. Though.
Sure.
So your argument is that if the leader moves on one time in a different colored bracket, then that is the color that they are.
Well, that's one part. Also, she has Rush. She gives Rush. Rush is not an identity of blue.
You know, but in the rush, she does draw as well.
They cancel each
Yeah,
other.
but that's not the main part.
And there are literally with her leader ability, there are turns where you can draw a card and give nothing rush. There's no chance where you could ever give something rush and not draw the card. The blue is always the mandatory. The red's optional.
Okay.
But what I was gonna say though is because if moving on one time in a different color means that you are that color, then how do you explain what Rainbow Luffy just did?
He isn't. He's moved up in both. He's moved up in both.
As much as I do hate Nami, I do think it is Nami.
It's Nami.
It's
Nami.
I hope she gets
Like,
knocked out next round. I really do.
Hopefully.
Jake Matters is watching this video being like, fucking losers.
Alright, Nami, what are you going up against next round? Oh, that's not good. That's not a good sign.
Hey, yeah!
It's Ivankov. It's
Ivankov.
Ivankov. Ivankov is the only one that cares about stacking.
Look, did we get
which
all?
gets your-
Yes, this
It is Ivankov.
Ivankov
I
is
agree.
blue, like incarnate. The only difference is like instead of having a giant hand with blue, it has a small hand, but it has a hand that's constantly going back to 4 or more.
Alright, so just like that, it looks like we are now in the second round of our bracket.
We are in the quarterfinals.
Alright. Look at this. Look at what we've done here today.
Quarterfinals?
Left in the wake. Blurple Kaido has died.
Yes.
Bluefy, to
Is
no
dead.
one's surprise, has died.
Exploding.
Sanji is dead.
Zagzee surprisingly lost to Rainbow Luffy.
I don't think
You know
so.
what Rainbow Luffy is essentially? You know the one dude in school where like, you know, like when you're trying to get to learn someone new and then you're like, oh bro, like you white? It's like, no, my grandpa's like 10% Cherokee.
Yeah.
That's Rainbow Luffy. No, I'm like 10% blue.
Zoro Sanji has died. Hanyable has died. Vivi has died.
And Caesar is
And
dead.
so has Caesar.
I wouldn't even talk about Caesar.
There is nothing to discuss. We'll be moving into round 2. Alright. We have Sakazuki versus Blue Yellow Queen.
All right.
It's Blue Yellow Queen.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Because like Blue Yellow Queen doesn't do blue things. It does yellow things.
No, but this is the thing though. For it to do its things, you need to
have a life total
No,
and a
but-
guy on board.
No, but the thing is that
Yeah.
you're continuously stacking your life to make sure the one you heal is a trigger. So
That's
you're
not
heavy
always
reli-
true.
They're not.
How many stackers do they play? A fuck ton.
They may not even play
I
that
mean,
many anymore
in
now
my head,
because
they only play 3-drop Dofi, maybe 5-drop
Ace.
Ace, and then maybe the 5-drop X-Drake.
not to mention
That's
too-
a lot.
That's for early game. That's looking for their high drop yellow card.
That's- yeah,
That's
like-
looking for.
Oh, also on top of that, they're playing Sanji, who cares about you stacking, so you could cheat off the other bodies
yeah,
better.
so I can play.
So you're telling me we're stacking all day for this
they're
game?
playing Son. I've never
Yes,
played.
because it helps for him because he needs to have an 8 cost.
Well, no, I know that, but so
So the Sanji will play a healer, the healer will heal, and then double heal. So
To
he
me-
has 2 bodies and 2 heals.
to me, this is a yellow leader, bro. After like turn 4, for the rest of the game,
He's more blue than Sakazuki is.
I don't think so.
I don't-
Yes, he is.
So-
nah, you guys are tripping.
No, because alright, so Sakazuki, the entire time, he's using all his black cards to tutor and to get cost down and everything so that he could then enable Hound Blaze. Omnimura combo
Okay,
sword.
but that's the same thing as Queen saying Queen's using all the blue cards to enable the yellow part.
No. See, so here's my
No.
Here's my argument.
Go for it.
Here's my argument. Queen in the first couple turns, so pretty much there will be a point in the game after like turn 4 where Queen will only play a yellow card for the rest of the game. He's putting a giant yellow body on the board, and you will never see another blue card for the rest of the game. Sakazuki, from the beginning of the game to the end of the game, you are seeing Hound Blaze, you are seeing Tashigi, you are seeing Amino Murakamo Sword. There's the 7-drop Borsellino. You will see blue cards periodically throughout the game, whereas Queen.
You'll see it in there too because the thing is, there's the like for example the boa that cheats itself out of life to be the blocker. They play that. They play the brulees because those are popping out.
Brulee's a yellow card. The
boa's blue.
boa's
know
pure
if they're
chance, so just having
so
a
is the brulee.
What's that got to do with anything, bro? All I'm saying
But
is
you mentioned it.
no. All I am well, you mentioned the brulee. That's why I talked about the brulee because I didn't see why you're reading the brulee to begin with. Literally, though, what I'm getting at is the only time you will see a blue card in the late game then is the boa if it happens to come out alive.
And the Sanji.
There will never be a Sakazuki game where after turn 4 you will never see another blue card. There will be many a Queen game where you will see no blue card for the rest of the game after turn 4. That will never happen with Sakazuki. Sakazuki, the entire game, because Saka's using all the black for the cost reduction, but that's to go ahead and then to abuse blue cards with the cost reduction. Not to mention he's also doing a free cycle every single turn. He's got a cycle on him. That's blue. That's as
Garrett?
blue as it gets.
Because I feel like you're right with the blue stacking, just because like in my head I'm thinking they are only playing the blue guys because they are allowed to look. But in my head I'm like, I know they're looking for the yellow cards. They're trying to fix up their yellow. And if they are playing the 9-drop Sanji and they can stack it in time, they're gonna go for it. But like when I played against that deck back in that time, it was always like I'm doing these stackers to get to my yellow cards.
No, of course. I'm not saying the same, but the thing is, that deck cannot function without the blue stackers.
You are right. Yes.
Well, Sakazuki could actually play a game without blue cards. Is it as good? No. But Queen cannot function without blue.
But the thing about Sakazuki though is that if you're not going to play the blue cards, you just wouldn't play Sakazuki.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. That's towards my argument is that I feel Queen is more of a blue leader because it can't live without blue. Sakazuki can live without blue.
The same argument can make to an extent with Sakazuki as well though, because while I guess the deck could function, it turns into one of those things where it's like before Tashigi came out, it's like why the fuck would I ever play Smoker? There's better black leaders. Literally the reason to play Sakazuki is because he can bottom deck everything. The minute you take all the bottom decking out of the equation, Sakazuki, I guess,
becomes Smoker.
He can function, but it's like, why would I ever play this leader?
But that's the thing. That's the point. It can. Queen cannot.
Queen can if you
no, Queen cannot function without blue.
Trying to play a bunch of yellow and it's spot. I don't know.
Like, you cannot play Queen without the blue parts.
You mean to tell me like if there's a game and you have like a Katakuri and a Yamato in your opening hand that you can't play that game?
No, you can't.
Because you only need the blue to find the big bodies. If you already
you put in the blue to stack like the boas, the brulees, and like the beiges in the right spot. So when you play the Yamato, you knew that this is going to heal that, and the heal below that is another trigger. So then you draw a proper card after that, and you're not just RNGing. Hopefully you hit beiges.
That's not even core though, because once Queen is at the point where he is using leader ability. Once he's at the point where he's using his leader ability, it means that there's a big body on the board, and at that point he's just Congo lining big bodies, so he doesn't have any Don 2 stack.
No, but at that point he already sorted everything he needed at that point, but he needs to sort those pieces, and those sorted blockers are the reason why he at late game is comfortable enough dropping these blockers consistently.
Bro, this leader is literally detested and hated and banned because of what he was doing with his blue cards.
Bro,
how many people want a Hound Blaze on the list?
Yeah, there's.
all right.
No. But I do see your argument with the Queen, but I am gonna give my vote to Sakazuki.
All right, so Sakazuki.
Because the way I'll get it is, I think Sakazuki is the strongest blue leader to have ever been printed in this game. That is that.
Okay.
I will. Bro, you guys are playing on purple Luffy and my opponent flip over Sakazuki. It's an almost automatic loss. Right. Like I was like, I need so many things to go right. Like my opponent flips over Queen, I'm like, I got this.
Yes. Literally, it's the fact that like when you are on a black deck and you play into a Sakazuki, you're like, this fucking deck's gonna bottom deck. Oh, my Porcelino does nothing.
Yeah,
like, my Porcelino's getting bottom deck.
Bodies don't mean anything.
You fear all the bottom decking. That's why he's so degenerate.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Move him up.
Oh,
you gotta move
right.
Moving on up.
God, and it's crazy, just that cycle for nothing.
Yeah,
for nothing.
Again, another free ability.
For nothing.
Not even a Dawn.
All right. Next we have Marco versus Rosinantes.
So, would you consider blockers more of a blue identity? I know blue and green smell blockers, but I feel blue has the most blockers.
I want to feel like blue has the most like iconic blockers outside of like when you think black, you think Borsalino, and you also think Sabo. Like those are the two I always think of when I think of black. But when I think of blue, I think 1-drop blocker law. Because it's like I play blue, so I think of that law. The 3-drop Dolphy,
the 5-drop
Ace, along with the 5-drop X Drake.
Yep.
I think of those cards, and then I'm trying to think of something else.
Well, here's
my blockers. They have the 3-drop boa.
All right.
Yeah, the 4-drop boa.
No,
the other 4-drop boa.
Like blockers.
No, I'm just saying those are.
Hear me out. Here's my rebuttal to that.
Yeah.
I think blocker is more of a green identity.
Really?
Because for the longest time in One Piece history, all the biggest blockers went to green.
True.
7 drop. Not to mention even 8 drop kid who isn't a blocker is technically like the strongest blocker in the game.
True.
I think so that's why, because the reason I think that he is a blocker, I think it's because he is green, because he is literally one of those blockers that restands at the end of the turn, just like 7 drop kid.
Because green has the identity of blocking.
There's also 5 drop law blocker back in the very beginning.
Like blocks with somewhat utility, but like most of their stuff is like just straight blockers with like restand abilities and abilities to like, cause like blocker law, like let me pick something up and play something else.
Yeah, because remember, think back to OPO1 also, where like in the very beginning, Law was on 5 drop blocker Law. He was on killer blocker, he was on beige blocker, and his only like non-green blocker was the chopper.
Okay, so then for the Marco though, yeah, he stacks, but if I remember correctly, he's just playing red red pirates, and then he plays the Sanji, and then due to a recent list where the 3 coffin bomb he plays the 2 drops blocker stacker dude, the dude that's supposed Dwal, and he plays the 2 different puddings, and then he plays the bonk off and Sanji.
So he's playing all the blue for the utility.
Yeah, he's playing blue for utility, but then he stacks, but like I don't know if that's enough for him to beat Rosadante.
So for me, it's I don't know who I'm in favor of right now.
It's same.
But I will, because I do think we're downplaying how blue his ability is, because stacking is a very blue thing.
Yeah.
But he also is kind of like Sakazuki. He does just have a free draw every single turn.
I love that we're like arguing for like, or not arguing who's better. We're trying to figure out who is better, and we're like,
I think that's better. But that's the point of this. We're figuring out who's more blue.
I think it's Marco's. I can't think nothing about Rosinante screams green. I mean, screams blue to me.
Yeah, nothing like.
I can stand by that.
Yeah.
So I'll go with Marco.
Yeah, because even if this deck isn't even like a very
because Rosadante's doing the same thing.
He's doing more green things than blue.
Well, it's not even just that, because even in his list, he's playing a bunch of stackers to try to do a Sanji play while Marco's doing the same thing.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, because I think
Marco can do it better.
Marco does it better.
I was gonna say, I think Marco is more blue to me too, because even if he isn't like having to play a bunch of stackers, I think that's just because he's so good at that blue identity. He doesn't need stackers.
He has the Zakazuki syndrome, where it's like, 80% of my cards are red, and the 20% are blue, but the 20% that are blue are what I need to pop off.
Yeah.
While Zakazuki's like, 80% of my deck is black, but the blue parts I need those black parts for the blue part to pop off.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with that.
Yeah, I'm with you guys.
You know what I just realized?
What?
That means that Marco is facing Zakazuki, which is essentially they're the same leader. Like that they're different colors that need the blue for that little bit of
God, I'm curious to see how that one goes.
Yeah! Let's go! Alright.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Don't you say it.
Luffy might take this.
Hey! No!
Because bro, like,
I refuse.
Buggy, what does Buggy do?
You cannot keep moving this rainbow up. We have
bro, Buggy's okay, bro. Everything we can say for Buggy before was all we can say. Like I can't think of anything else.
That's why he has to stop, because that's gonna be the problem. He keeps moving up because anything they can do, he can also do.
No. Like for example, obviously this will involve him having to get further. Like I think Zakazuki's more of a blue leader than him. Same. I think Marco's more of a blue leader than him. Dolphy's a more blue leader than him.
I think Buggy's more of a blue leader than him.
That's wrong though.
No, because look, listen.
Yeah?
If they're both playing the same list, who is getting more utility out of it? The guy who can play them for free, or the guy that has no effect? The guy that's getting.
Well, no. Here's the difference. Here's the difference though. They would never be playing the same list because I think a better thing would be if they're playing the same core. The thing about that though is that Rainbow Luffy would be able to tap into cards from other colors that would make his blue cards shine even further.
I don't know. Being able to play any kind of drop off of Buggy is crazy. Especially the one that it's not the Mihawk. It's the Crocodile that then plays the Mihawk.
Because look at it like
you now have 2 7K bodies.
Yeah, he can do that too.
No, he's got to wait till he gets to 7 non to do that. He can do that on 5.
Yeah, bro.
Well, no. He could ramp.
Oh! No. But again, listen. Even if he's playing a modded version of the deck, he still has no ability. Well, he has an ability.
He does have an ability. And his ability is what lets him do the same shit as
Oh,
all the other
I
leagues.
just realized something. Because if Mihawk plays the Croc, right?
Yeah.
Technically, Luffy can go. Rainbow Luffy
It's gotta
can
be
go.
a cross guild. It's gotta be a cross
Yeah.
guild.
I think isn't the purple Croc cross skill?
No. He's not.
No, he's not.
Oh, that'd be wild.
Because the way I also look at it, like, is...
He's playing the same build, just modded.
Well, see, no, but it's not that he's just... Because he can do all the same things as him, but because he has access to more colors, he could do it even better.
I don't think he can do it better.
Think about this. Remember when I was saying about him ramping, right? So he could also play the cards just as fast as him if he were to ramp, but he doesn't have to fucking discard a card to do it. He doesn't have to empty his hand to do it.
Actually, to your point, I'm gonna break it down. Is Buggy's effect blue in any way?
No, not at all.
Is Luffy's effect blue in any way?
No, not at all.
So that means their effects mean nothing.
That is
Right?
true. He's right.
So
He's
their
right.
effects mean nothing. So that means if they both had a list, whose list would be better? It would be
It'd be Luffy. It would be Luffy. It would be Luffy.
That's it.
I don't
That's
want him moving on just because of the fact that's gonna be the argument for everything.
No, because
But
here's the thing.
He's probably gonna lose between now or the next round. If he gets the next round, fucking powerful.
I was gonna say I don't, because the only reason he's made it this far because like he wins off of he's been winning off of list and everything. The minute he hits a leader with a good leader ability, it's over. That's when his run comes to an end.
Because look, he went against Shitty Sakazuki and then arguably the bottom 5 leaders of all time.
Bro, it got in a championship.
You know who else got a
Top-
championship?
got top
Iceberg.
8.
That is true.
Shut up. You can't use that in every argument.
Yes, I can.
All right. We have
It's Boa though. You know it's Boa.
I don't think it's Boa.
You're out of your.
I don't think
She bounces and and her whole deck is about bouncing and then her gaining advantage off the bouncing.
And his whole thing is about using events and drawing.
Everyone has events.
But
events are mainly if I had to give events to a
Are
color.
you crazy? No.
If I had to assign events as an identity to a specific color, it would be blue.
Hear me out. When I think of events, you know which deck ever played the most events of any decks ever? Blue. Yellow and red. The only exception is Nami. It's because she has an alternate win condition. If it wasn't for that, that wouldn't be the case.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
No one plays more events than Whitebeard Red and Yellow players.
Here's what I am going to say. Events, as power creep has progressed in One Piece, events have fallen off so fucking hard. Blue still has Gravity Blade. They still have Red Rock.
Busted.
Blue is the only color that has generic events that can see play across all the blue leaders. Every other color has a really good event that sees play in 1 or 2 leaders at most. Blue is the only color that has generically good events.
And now had a fuck ton of events. Are we forgetting about this?
No.
The zero cost.
Generic.
Reigoku, the one that popped anything and made you go. Reject, bro. No, don't act like Yellow was.
Reject. No. I'm talking in current landscape of One Piece.
Okay, you can't say current landscape when you're bringing up Houndblaze up top. No one's playing Houndblaze anymore.
Because Sakazuki's banned. If Sakazuki was legal, you think Houndblaze wouldn't see play?
Yeah, well, technically he is legal.
That's a good one.
If Sakazuki was legal, Houndblaze would still see play. That's why I say that. So, but Black was like the only color that had good generic events outside of Blue. And even like Black's events were just stepping stones to other cards. The Blue events were Blue is the only color where like multiple leaders can go, I will spend my entire turn to play an event and pass.
Actually, you know what? To that point,
Ace.
Chris, as the purple croc connoisseur that you are,
Yes.
how many Gravity Blades or Red Rocks did you play in your purple croc list?
I can tell you, there's at minimum 14 events in Purple Rock.
That's not what I asked you though. I asked you how many Gravity Blades and how many Red Rocks are in your purple croc list.
3 Red Rock, 2 Grav Blade.
So that means you had 14. You said you had 14 events.
A third-
Gravity only covers 5. So 9 of them are the zero cost events that any deck can play.
Well, but the thing about it is,
My point is
no, literally, other deck can use the zero-cost events like Purple Croc.
Okay, but guess what? That's just event thing. Cool. Blue, whatever. But we can argue who has more blue events. But you know what we can't argue? Blue is known for bouncing. And Boa is the leader that says, when you bounce, I will reward you for as many times as you bounce, which is a blue identity. It's saying, do blue things and I will reward you for doing blue things.
Croc is also saying do, because when you play an event, it is removing. Like, because that Boa runs a lot of the same cards for that same reason. Like, Boa wants to go,
But it doesn't just have to be events. So you can play like Jozu, you can play Law that bounces. So you don't have to be restricted to your events.
Well, no,
but
still
push the board.
But that argument,
also, she has a life.
That argument also applies to Croc though, because your events don't have to be limited to removal.
Garen.
You can play like Love Beam and draw 2 cards on
Garen.
I don't know what talking this fight, honestly.
Literally.
Because I'm on Boa, Chris is on Purple Croc. We're not moving from this. Where do you stand? I guess our points, we should have been talking to Garen.
Shut up.
We should have been talking to Garen.
Bro.
I've been on the other side of Croc so many times, struggling.
Remember an entire point where his entire win condition was turboing into a fucking 10-drop Kaido to draw 4 cards?
Yeah. And I remember that. I just remember trying to go for game and getting Okama Wade into a Kaido. And then going, I fucking hate this game. I remember Okama Wade just doing so much, and me just dying.
Okay, but
we're
talking about who's the most blue.
Counter events.
Hold on, let the man speak. We talk a lot.
Think about it too. Desert Spotto becomes Radical Beaming. It's
Chris,
stacking.
let the man speak.
Well, we're supposed to be trying to sway him.
Well, no, we said, bro, we went 15, we went like 7 minutes fighting this point. Let the man go.
All right. Just think though.
I flip a coin.
Think,
I'm undecided.
And that's what decides after, that's it.
Can you think of a more blue card than a Radical Beam that stacks the deck and then draws a card?
It's not a Radical Beam. It's only 2,000.
Spotto is stacking with the 2K. It stacks the 2K and then it draws it. It stacked and it drew. And it's an event.
You can play Overheat, bounce, and then draw.
Over.
So can you with Croc.
And 4K.
Arguing with the events means nothing. The Spada actually means something just for the fact he's right. It stacks what he needs and draws him the 2K.
She plays the stats too with the Dolphin, so that way the...
Yeah, but he can do that from just the event itself. Playing the event allows him to stack, grab a 2K, and draw. Her playing the same event in the same situation is just the 2K. It's just the 2K in the stack.
Okay, yeah, but she also benefits off like the new 4-drop law in Dolphin set with like bounce, draw.
Okay.
Okay, then decide.
The thing is, I don't want Croc to move on.
then there we go. Boa goes.
Listen. I don't want Croc to move on because I hate him.
Hey, what are the deciding factors?
That's not fair. But again, it's my opinion. So.
But this isn't about you. But this is about the viewers.
The viewers, you know, they're here because of Croc. They're literally here because of Croc.
Yeah, I guess Croc is moving up. Go ahead.
No. Like I said, I hate Croc.
Oh, bro, you gotta pick something. We gotta move on.
All right. Move Croc. I'm sorry.
Now, viewers, if I was arguing against Boa, I do think she's very good. I think she's a very good leader. I do think she's the better leader. I just think that
what kind of justice were we doing if Purple Croc didn't get out in his rounds?
I just think they are very similar in that they both want to do a blue thing to draw a card. And I think that
You did this at random, right?
Yeah.
It's so weird that the two draw one blue leaders got matched together.
It is. Alright, on the opposite side, we have Doflamingo. Okay.
We're not wasting time.
Wait a minute.
You're off your fucking rocker.
Well, you already know where I'm going. You already know what side I'm on. You saw what was just what happened there.
I like Chris pulled back like, wait a minute.
I was like,
the
wait.
argument.
I was like, Garen likes this leader. Maybe he can.
Listen.
Maybe he can swing.
I love this leader. And it has a really good tempo play. But it doesn't beat Dofi. I'm sorry.
Dofi is all about stacking.
Dofi's all about
This is
this
stacking
entire thing is the blue. He is the blue identity.
He is
If
blue
he
incarnate.
does not take this, I don't know what happened because he is the definition of the blue identity.
To be
He is
fair
all
though,
bounce.
Chopper
He
in
is
the
all
red video
events.
made it all the way to
He
finals.
is-
Really?
He is stacking. Because Chopper's all like the red identity. It's about swarming and smacking. That is the red identity in a nutshell. And like just like this, he is the blue identity. He is the basis of almost all the blue in the game, outside of the weird niche black blues that come out.
Okay.
But he is him and Croc were like the starting of that. So
I think a great example of that is the fact that his starter deck was a buff to all blue leaders.
yes.
Yeah.
You know. All right, we have Ivankov versus Nami.
Nami's not blue. She's an alternate witch.
No. Hey. So this is the thing. Nami has to win. Because if Nami doesn't win right now, all of your argument for Blurple Croc means nothing.
Wait, why?
About events.
Why is that?
Because she plays nothing but events, and events is the blue identity.
Oh, well, I mean, that's why, as much as I hate Nami, I do think that she does.
I don't want her moving.
But she has to move.
And you know, I think Nami is a great example, a great argument in favor of events being a blue identity too, because there is only one deck in the entire game where it can function off of nothing but events, and that is Nami. That is proof that events, if you had to assign them to one color, it would be blue.
Okay.
It would be blue.
All right.
Alright, we're gonna move Nami then.
Well, wait a minute.
Ivankov only mildly stacks, but Ivankov is let me blow my load, and then my characters will help refill my hand, and hopefully I overwhelm my opponent enough that my small amount of hand size isn't.
Well, he also draws a lot of cards.
He draws so many. He goes to 0, draws 2, then draws 2. And then he's put giant bodies on the field.
Yeah, but that's not really a blue thing. He's just trying to you could arguably say he's so close, he's almost a red leader because red is just trying to throw their hand to the.
That's
to
what
the
I was
board.
also about to say. He feels somewhat like a red because he's big body.
He feels green to
next
me.
to. Yeah.
No, I think I feel more red because he'll just drop whatever. It, like even if it doesn't combo, he can't afford to not play them.
Well, the reason
so he just drops it.
The reason he feels green to me is because when I think of swarming, for example, with bodies that cost more than $2, I think of film and green, the Luffy playing the Brook playing something else.
Yeah.
That's kind of either way. It's Nami.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as much as I
Ivankov, it just has a little red in him. He got a little red in that dog.
All right, so our next leader we have. Oh God, where is this gonna go? Who is he losing to?
Oh yeah, okay.
Usopp just off rip. He draws.
I agree. With the time that was lost discussing Boa versus Croc, we've just made that time back right there.
It was.
All right, Rebecca versus Reiju. Rebecca to me
Rebecca's
is a
more
black
black
deck.
than anything.
I'd say,
But she's a purple deck.
Yeah, she's a
actually.
purple deck.
but she's a black deck.
Well, no, I agree.
No, that's
but
what we're saying. They're both purple and a black deck.
Yeah.
I would
utilize some blue.
say that is Reiju because Reiju draws.
I'm gonna say Rebecca because of the new
Rebecca also
support.
draws.
Rebecca
Wait,
also
no,
draws now.
She searches.
Yes.
Yes, she's searching.
Yeah, but searching
she's
is
got
not a
double
blue identity,
but she's got a bunch of new blue coming. That's what I'm saying.
It's basically a draw though, because you just treat it basically Uta's ability is draw one card every turn. Rebecca kind of does the same thing.
Rebecca playing the other Rebecca plays the Kyros.
You know what? I'll give it to Rebecca. I'll give it to Rebecca because at least she plays more than one blue card.
That's what I mean.
Because Reiju only
It's
plays pudding, right?
It's putting and maybe
Oh, the 2K Sanji.
the 2K.
Because I was gonna say, 'cause the way I literally look at it is, I think Reiju is probably the only blue leader who if you're playing against them and they put a blue card on the board, you're oh, you're in shit.
Yeah.
You know they're not in a good
if
position.
it's not a pudding they're putting onto the field, it's a garbage.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait a minute.
She snuck
We
in.
just argued with Rebecca. And Chris is let me just move Reiju.
I was moving
You know
on
what we
the
do?
one I like more.
You You know what would be dope? If you added like a little like PNG of like some dude fighting, but you put like their heads over it, and it just Rage beating the shit out of the Rebecca, whatever, and just tries to sneak in.
All right. So now moving on.
Quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals. We have.
No, we're not quarterfinals yet. Are we?
Are we?
No. Yeah.
Let's.
No. Yeah.
So now we are.
Yeah,
at
we're in quarter. Then
the point where our remaining leaders are Sokka versus Marco.
He can't keep moving. He can't get away.
Wait a
No,
minute.
he loses. He loses here. He loses
Yeah.
here.
Rainbow Luffy versus Croc. The reason I laughed here is because
This is the furthest he's gone.
we already know how this is gonna end. Croc should not have gotten this far. Croc should not be.
You know what's wild? You know
What?
what's wild? So in the first video, Luffy got to the first stage and then lost. Now he went 2 stages and lost. Next video, 3 stages and loses.
By the end, he wins the whole thing. Rebecca versus. Oh wow, that's crazy how that happened. The 2 Black Blue Dress Rosa leaders.
Yep.
And Nami versus Dofi. All right, so we'll go ahead and start off with our Sokka versus Sokka Light. And I think that description right there just kind of sealed it for me.
I would say that Marco's more blue than Sakazuki. Because I feel stacking is more of an identity to blue than anything that Sakazuki presents.
Well, but Sokka just draws a card, and that's also.
But he mills, which is black.
He doesn't mill.
I mean,
Yeah, he does. He discards. Yeah, that's
well,
black.
he does discard.
That's a black idea.
That's a black
A
idea.
lot of their costs are
Like
to
Sabo
discard
does that
card.
shit.
Yeah.
I think, and then Marco actually cares about stacking.
Well-
Sakazuki is just using blue events as removal. He doesn't care about any other blue card.
I think but here's how I look at it. Blue, if you had to assign a drawing as an identity to a color, it would go to blue. And Sokka has by far the best draw ability in the entire.
Bro, because he's broken. He's a black card.
He has the best draw ability in the entire.
Okay, but that's the thing. If drawing is a blue identity and stacking is a blue identity, they both cancel out. So we gotta their leader effects.
Doesn't he draw and stack?
Wait, but
Marco.
Yeah, he draws and stacks. Wait a minute. Yeah, Marco does
He
both.
gets 2 blue abilities to Sokka's 1 blue and 1 black.
Literally though, so I think it's crazy though. We can't just talk about the fact that Marco's deck is using the blue cards to stack, while ignoring the fact that Sokka's using his blue cards to bottom deck, which is the strongest thing blue does as a whole. Literally, the strongest thing about blue is the fact that it can bottom deck, and no leader does that better than Sakazuki. No leader can bottom deck as good as Sakazuki can.
Because he's got that black attack.
Because you got the black in him.
Yeah, he used.
I mean, the other 2 blue and black leaders can.
Yeah, they can.
No, they literally do not bottom deck as well as Sakazuki.
Because Sakazuki's broken.
Well, I think Usopp could, realistically.
I'm just. My point is like Sakazuki was a power crept
Well,
up
no,
all
it's
hell
because
card.
I
With
think-
2 free
I think
abilities.
Sokka has because Sokka had a searcher that got him to. He had a blue searcher that got him to his bottom deck events.
I think you are just morphing competitiveness to this because Marco is more blue. Because Marco draws
That's not-
and stacks
it has
for his
nothing-
leader effect.
it has nothing-
He has more blue cards in his deck
To me-
that do more of the blue identity purpose, which is stacking.
It has nothing to do with competitiveness, because literally to me, Sakazuki, the identity of Sakazuki is how efficient he is at getting through his deck, and how oppressive he is at removing the opponent's board through bottom decking. And both of those are blue identities. Sakazuki's good because he is half blue. If you were to remove that blue aspect from Sakazuki, he would not be nearly as good as he is. Sakazuki is good because he is blue.
I don't know about that, bro. If he was mono black, he would be way better than Lucci.
If he was mono black, I would play Lucci any day.
You're out of your fucking mind.
You're crazy. If Sakazuki
Suzuki
was
was
mono black with
you're-
1 extra life,
Wait.
He's
way better
Wait,
than
no,
Lucci.
No. Okay, if we are going to give Sakazuki the 5th life,
why would he
Why
be
would
a
he
mono no 4 life leader?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, bro, you out of your mind.
Sakazuki being a mono black 5 life leader with 2
Two-
free abilities, you're crazy to play anything over that. That's
And he
why he's a
minuses-
black leader.
And he literally has the same effect as Lucci, which is just swing the
Well,
minus.
here's the thing though. So even if he were to be the best black leader, I don't think he would be the best leader in the game. The best.
No one's saying that. We're just saying he'd be better than Lucci.
Well, no, but I'm saying the reason Sakazuki has a legacy is because he was the best and most oppressive leader in the game, and the only reason he was able to do that was because he is half blue. Not to mention, if he was pure black, Sokka wouldn't have the draw.
Okay, but just because he became oppressive because he has a bit of blue doesn't make him more blue.
But I feel if you take the black out of Sokka and make him blue,
Chris,
it's nothing.
Chris, I say it's Marco. You're not gonna sway me anymore past this point.
Sakazuki, literally, because we can't argue like you give him a 5th life.
You gotta talk to that man. Don't talk to me.
I'm on Marco.
That's it, and that's it, Chris.
Oh my fucking
That's
god.
it.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm on Marco.
This is the best blue leader that has ever been printed.
Hey, it's Marco. This is why we have odd numbers of people.
All right, I don't even know who Marco's going against. I'm voting against him. I'll tell you that right now.
I think it's Croc.
Oh, you're gonna let Rainbow Luffy move on?
We're not. No. Listen. Rainbow Luffy cannot move on.
Okay, no. Blurple Croc wins.
Blurple Croc wins.
Blurple Croc wins. Yes.
Again, same list.
Yes.
Same list.
Croc does it better.
Croc goes Spada. He gets more.
Yes,
he gets more out of it. That's why I'm like, he doesn't move on from here.
Thankfully, I do think Nami's run comes to an end here.
Yes, Dolphy is significantly more blue than Nami can ever be from this point.
All right, there goes Dofi.
And now we just got the black-blue leaders.
And now we have Rebecca versus Usopp.
I think this is weird because they're both playing the same card pool just about.
Yeah, but he can attack.
But yeah, there it is.
He can attack.
There it is.
They can play card for card.
Yeah, he can play card for card, but he can always swing.
All right. Marco.
So,
I didn't expect Marco to get this far.
Neither did I. I didn't expect Croc to get this far.
Now, I will say this. I think it's Marco.
I think it's Croc.
Oh, yeah, scoot them closer. Yeah.
God, I'm trying to think. God, who is this?
Because the more I think about it, like outside of the event thing with Croc, everything else he does, it's just purple nonsense with Bram.
That's literally not true. Remember, he's Warlord now. He is a Warlord leader.
He got so much support.
Oh,
and
true.
the thing is, Marco has the minus. He has this red aspect to him where he can just kind of pop what Croc puts on the board.
You know,
he can lower it down to where Okama weight doesn't matter. He can, but he can't lower the leader. But he can deal with the field constantly. And Croc on just a leader swing a turn can't do much.
I'm going to say because I think Croc plays way more blue cards than Marco now that he is
of course.
leading into Warlord.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially considering too, like, not only did he get all the Dofi support, but because he himself is a Warlord, he is on like the perfume femur.
Yeah.
He can search out his 8-drop purple Croc.
Yes.
He's a blue leader now. He gets rid of the ramp altogether.
All right then.
I'm trying to figure out
if he does switch to the Warlord build, then I agree. I think. Croc
he's definitely on a Warlord build for sure.
So I think Croc does come over Marco, because everything that Marco does, Croc already has in his list.
That is true.
You're not playing a Warlord, Marco. You're playing.
Yeah. No, but like all the stacking, Croc is still doing that.
Because I think.
I don't think you're playing any of the stacker blockers.
You play the buggies. You still play the buggies and then bounce them backward with the laws.
That is true. I will say too.
Oh.
Because you do the buggies to get to your pieces as fast as you can, or at least get to a better hand faster.
I'm thinking of these decks playing against each other, and I feel like Marco will be able to deal with the bodies.
How they play into each other
it doesn't matter. We're just.
I know. I mean, all aspects of this is entire.
Well, if it was just how they played into each other, fucking Boa would have killed Croc.
We didn't think of that at the time.
Either way.
Buggy would have never moved on from anything.
No, he made it up.
I still think Sanji would beat the shit out of him.
In fact, if it were that, Sakazuki would have fucking killed Marco.
That's true.
You can't make that argument now.
That is
you
true.
didn't talk about that here. Right. But either way, though, I literally think just the fact that Croc, I don't think you can call yourself a truly blue leader when there's an entire Warlord package that exists and your leader wants nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Damn, you're right. That's one of the best packages.
Yeah. That structure deck was such a big buff for blue leaders, and then Marco's like, I don't care about that.
It's like Moria to black. If you can't put Moria in your deck, you're not it's not good.
It's funny. I really thought Croc would make it past round 1. And somehow he's found his way to Grand Finals.
He's Chomper!
He did it!
He's fucking done it.
Now, I will say, in that position, let's say we moved it to Boa. That means I still think Boa would have beat Marco.
I think Boa would have beat Marco.
I also think.
All right, so either way, I feel confident Boa would have made it to the finals. But I understand.
Well, she could. There can't be confident she would have made it to finals because at some point she would have to run to Croc.
fucking right.
All right. We have
It's Dolphy. We're not even wasting our time here.
It's Dolphy. All right.
Now we're back to Paramount War when Dolphy and Croc are fighting each other in the battle.
Now we are at both of Blue's Titans. Croc, I'm happy you even made it this far, but
no. Dolphy wins.
Like, I love that.
Oh,
They're like, we're pretty sure Dolphy's got this.
Yeah. Like Dolphy has always been the blue identity since set 1. And just
Croc was there though. Croc was there.
Croc was there, but like this Croc was supposed to be a hybrid extension of a blue identity with the purple identity, and this was just early attempts of them doing their hybrid methods with 2 colors, which is fine. But it's you can see in early leaders where they get their color identity very strong. Now with newer leaders, it's more of a flavor than it is a color identity with their effects. But at first, you could clearly see, like, if you saw set 1 leaders, you'd be like, oh, this is a green leader. Even if it was all, like, shaded out. If you looked at Kid, you're like, oh, it restands? Oh, that's a green leader. Or if I showed you, like, a Luffy, you're like, oh, that's a red leader. And, or even, like, the purple one, the purple Kaido, if you erased all the purple, and you saw minus, you're like, yeah, that's a purple.
I think the same. So, because I think Croc's ability is also incredibly. You know how it's very easy to argue in favor of his ability being an incredibly blue identity. It's the fact that there's been the entire conspiracy theory that on release somebody in QC fucked up and accidentally switched both of the Croc's abilities.
Really?
Yes, because the other.
Where have you heard this? I never heard this.
You've never heard. Bro, and people talk about it all
attached to the
every time. Every time. I remember the first time it even came up when people were like, "Why does mono blue Croc minus stop?"
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah. True.
People.
They were reversed. Oh my god!
I think that's why his leader ability is so blue. It's so
but
blue
Bandai
because
never bothered to fix it. They just say
it's too late.
They just doubled down and made a whole purple side of him.
You know what that does make?
That's what I mean. The first time I heard
why
it,
does mono blue Croc minus when that's not even a purple identity? A blue identity.
Yeah, he's the only non-purple card in the entire game to do it. And it just so happens the one card that does it happens to have another leader that exists with the same name that happens to be half purple.
Damn, that'd be one hell of a fun.
His leader ability is blue because I'm pretty sure he stole it from a blue leader.
Now, you know what?
What?
We should make a video where we make the mono Croc leader
have that ability
with this ability and see what we can do with it.
Do you know, so many times I've wondered to myself if Purple Croc would be any better if he actually had the ability he was supposed to have.
I think he would.
I think so too.
Because he'll control the board, and then you'll have like the 5-drop kids, and then like the Black Maria to reload you up.
Oh my god.
He would have been so much better if he
have a free bounce.
I think the only reason.
Well, granted, that'll be way later. Like he'll be kind of like Dolphy right now, where it's kind of like, oh, he just dog shit. But the moment Black Maria came out, I was like,
literally, I think like the only reason this leader is shit is because Bandai fucked up and gave him the wrong ability. Because like the thing about Mono Croc being a 5-life leader that was drawing off of every single event, and not to mention too, like Mono Croc. Remember, like in set 1, Croc got by far the most events of every single leader in the game, which is another reason why I say like events were a blue identity, because like Croc was the beginning of it, because they gave him like Sables, Spada, Crescent Moon Slash or whatever.
Those were just all destruction.
They gave him a counter event that played a guy out of the hand.
Yeah.
Like Croc got like 8 events in the very beginning.
Yeah, Baroque Works,
and it was the only event searcher in the entire game that was able to grab events.
Yep.
Because all the other ones only grabbed characters. Yeah.
Dang.
But there was just another like argument in favor of
I wonder if
events
they ever
blue.
come out and say that they did that. I don't think
they'll ever do it.
But you know what's crazy? They could have just routed it, because they added the whole set.
They could have.
So they could have just been like, oh, also these 2 are backwards.
Yeah.
And then when they reprinted set 1, they could have just reprinted set 1, fixed it, and then all these pre-erratas would have just been like huge money secondary markings. Like, oh well.
I think literally both Crocs would be better off if they had their actual ability. And think about how insane, because remember like Mono Croc had his like he had his niche in I think OPO4 for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because he would do like
he'd do the Kaido play that would bounce an 8 and a 2 back, and then you do the effect and even more.
That would have been Croc's, but Croc would have actually been meta.
Actually, you know what? If you guys want to see the video of both of their effects flipped, and we play the decks,
I would be all part of that.
Purple Croc would have actually been meta in OPO4 if he had his actual ability.
So you know what? If y'all want it, let us know. We'll do it.
So God, that was a hell of a tangent. We got way off topic.
Dopey wins! Yay!
I love that all of this just culminates to Dopey wins.
Wait. So
Dopey wins.
I do think it's Dopey, but in trying to like talk about why it is I think Dopey wins, I think all the same arguments that apply to Dopey also do apply to Croc.
They're both using the same engine.
They're both using the same engine. They're both warlord leaders. They both have a blue identity. They both lean into different parts. He leans into the stacking. He leans into the events.
Okay. This is gonna be my thing. Who got more drip? Dolphy.
Well, hold on.
Croc's got some drip.
Both of them are drip.
Whose glasses do you wear?
It's because Croc doesn't have glasses, and I don't smoke cigars.
That's your
Well,
problem.
you can still have a fake cigar.
Bro, not to mention,
cigar.
Not to mention, I think the scar across the face's drip is fun. That shit is so swag. That scar across his
Croc
face.
also does have a good coat too.
And not to
Dolphy has a better coat though.
Dopey does have a really good coat. I will say though, there is something so swag about him having this fucking cigar. The way he bites down on that cigar, it's actually so fucking cool. Man, he's got gelled the hair back and all that. He wears 5 rings.
His giant gold.
Doesn't Dopey wear 5 rings? No, he doesn't wear rings.
No, Dopey doesn't wear rings. He's got his giant fucking golden hook. Bro, literally leads a casino.
Hold on. So like, Dopey has like player swagger.
Yeah.
And Croc is like business swagger. Like they're two different.
They are different types of swag.
Swag.
Well, it's not like he's like business swag, and he's like fucking Paris Fashion Week or some shit. You know, like he's got the more like avant-garde.
Hint of fuckboy in there.
It's a fuckboy.
Fucking.
First of all, in his in Dolphy's 3-drop alternate art, he's literally there fucking bitches. While his whole mob is
What's that
there.
got to do with anything? I don't think that's happening, actually. I don't think any of that's happening. I don't think they printed Dopey on the card penetrating anyone.
Well,
I don't think that's true. I do not think that's true.
Like, it's after the fact, obviously. Because she passed out on the couch. She knocked out. I mean, you know what I'm talking about when he's on poolside?
No, I thought he was like on a couch or some shit.
Well, he is, but poolside.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying, I don't think
and then he has 2 chicks and 1 chick's passed out.
She's high, bro.
Okay, so Dopey's got some bitches beneath him. Croc had an empire.
So he had a kingdom!
They both had kingdoms.
No, he had a casino. No, he was trying to get a kingdom.
No,
Croc was trying to, because he remember he was trying to.
Alabasta.
No. Remember, he was making Alabasta go to war with itself, and then he was gonna conquer. So he had the same plan as Dolphy, but the Straw Hat showed up before it could finish.
Literally,
Dolphy already did it. He did what Croc was trying to do, and then did it.
Well,
Spoiler alert!
Dopey literally gaslit his kingdom into thinking
he didn't. So did Croc. He was like, oh, the rebels are trying to kill the king, and the king is hogging all the reign.
Celestial dragon.
Oh yeah, bro. Like, bro, how you gonna stop that?
Kills his own father.
Yeah. Dolphy with a gun.
Dolphy with the gun.
You gonna tell me Dolphy with a gun?
Dolphy with the pew pew.
Dolphy with the
One of your
blinky.
favorite arts.
I do love that art, but I also do love Croc and Marineford fighting hands for everybody. He had hands for, and he didn't win any of them. But he can't, and he get right back up and go to another version.
He ran into Mihawk, ran away. Ran into Dopey, runs away.
You went to, and then you
decides
went
to
to
switch sides and goes for
He went to-
Whitebeard. Doesn't win.
Bro had it, like, imagine getting your ass beat and then running away to beat someone else's ass, and then you run away, and then you try to beat someone, and then you run away.
And then when he gets to Whitebeard, there. Whitebeard's just standing there. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Whitebeard. And Luffy comes in. It's like, you ain't doing shit. Already soaking wet. Like, let's go.
God. I think for the legacy of the game, I think they have a lot going for them. I think they both have a lot of the same things going for them. But I do think the one thing that Dofi does have over him is he has the legacy.
Oh.
Yeah.
He is.
Dofi is a super like fan favorite.
He's got the legacy of One Piece.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, there you have it.
Our champion.
All the bodies, the corpses that lie
at the bottom of the hill.
Croc went on swing.
I can't believe he made it that far.
I mean, his opponents though, like.
I still think
arguably his
Boa
first
was
opponent.
hard,
That's what I'm saying. That was his hardest opponent, arguably. And I didn't let my bias. Just go like, fuck that guy.
Any upsets? I know, Manny, you think that this was the upset.
But
I think this was an upset.
Like, to me, the upset was Boa, but she would have got just as far as Croc and then lost right there. Boa wasn't a more blue leader than Dolphy, so I'm not too upset about it. It's just I feel she should have been in semifinals, or at least quarterfinals, but that's me.
I'm happy Ace was able to move up because he saw a deck worse than him. That was my happy thing. And Ivankov moving up.
I'm glad the Nami bracket wasn't filled with more meaningful characters, so it didn't waste like rounds. And then obviously it was just the Dolphy one that got the bye, and then she just took it on for. He just took it from there.
Yeah.
Because I would have been upset if she was in the same bracket as like other leaders that were funner to talk about. It's like, well, she has more events. All right, well, I guess she wins.
Well, it wasn't just the events. It was the reason events was such a big part of the Boa thing was because they had the same leader ability, but they both triggered it in a different way. His just happened to be events. Hers just happened to be removal, which a lot of times also on events, but also characters. Okay, well there you have it. This final consensus confirming Dofi is in fact best blue leader in the game. Blurbo Croc is in fact the second best leader.
That's all it was for. Gotcha.
God, I really didn't expect to make it this far. But with that being said, until next time, we will see you guys.
Bye.
See ya.